Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Right away, they'll change the look. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
On second down, here's Carr. And right away, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Caught outright by Renfro. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Carr going to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Carr to throw on second down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Now Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Throwing is Cousins. Got his man. It's Warren. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2,
oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect? There he goes, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Carr now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Tough spot here, third down and 11. Now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To Christian Kirk. A gain of 30. And the Vikings first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Carr's pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Good routes here.
To throw is Cousins. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9. Brings up
second down and a little more than a yard here.
We're good.
A toss out right to Gibbs. Gets by him at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings! Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Cousins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Back to the ground, Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, Cousins. Touchdown, Eagles! Hunter Renfrow from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Barrios now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Meanwhile, Carr's throw here taken in by Gesicki. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Eagles 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Cousins throw pulled it, and it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Levante David. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Carr completes it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Vikings.
Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man, it's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Carr now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Christian Kirk, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Cousins. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Cousins now to throw on first down. His throw incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Vikings' 35-yard line.
Cousins now on 2nd down. The open man here, Renfro. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
And the Vikings first down.
Carr now on first down. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 33 yards that time.
First down, Minnesota.
Get down, get down.
Getting this quickly to Berrios. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On first and 10, here's Carr. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That's to his running back, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10. To throw is Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. James Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Vikings. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Vikings strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, can't. Where's your heart?
Cousins now. He gets it left side to Johnson.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd down.
48.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard.
Throwing. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Cousins. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back to throw, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Carr going to look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Aubrey now for the point after. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Vikings 35, Eagles 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Cousins. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.